Hey, it's Catling here, and I've got a quick video for you today about one of my favorite topics, which is coaching. I've been doing this, can you believe, for almost 21 years now. My first coaching business I launched when I was 19 years old. And let me tell you, the market was completely different back then. In fact, there were no coaches, and it was a lot tougher to be able to build a business. There was no social media, there was no Instagram, Facebook, all that type of stuff. Text message. There was none of that stuff really. And so I built this business in what you would say the dark ages. And one of my companies I launched in the global financial crisis in 2008. Your Future Now, the company that I still had today. And I launched it in a global financial crisis. Everybody said to me I was nuts to be able to do that. But I did it. And in fact, I thrived in that marketplace. And it was because that I knew some principles. And I've been doing this stuff for a while. Like, I did my first personal development course when I was 12 years old. In fact, it was an NLP course. My dad dragged me there kicking and screaming. I'd been bullied and picked on. I had learning difficulties. Traditional education wasn't working for me and it wasn't looking good. And so he enrolled me into this NLP training, 12 years old, kicking and screaming. And that training really opened up my eyes. And like probably a lot of you, I became a bit of a junkie. And it was about the next course, the next book. But what really, I think, inspired me about coaching was when I was 13 years old. It was Father's Day, and my father passed away. In fact, he passed away jogging on Manly Beach in Sydney. And one of the last things he said to me was, "Matt, the key to life is to live it now." And that stayed with me. And when I was like 16, I had, some turmoil. I was so upset. I was mourning dad, and I went to his bookshelf, and it was a personal development library. And I studied. I read hundreds and hundreds of books. I immersed myself in it. But I wanted to be in this industry, but I didn't know how you could actually have a career in it. And I came across coaching, and I did all of these different types of coaching programs, and again, immersion. And then it came to launch my business. I launched my first business at age 19, and it was a part-time, what you call a side hustle these days. And it was really, really tough. It was so challenging because being an introverted type of personality, hating sales, and really not having anyone support me. Like, no one thought I would succeed. Everyone thought I was going to fail. But I kept showing up. A lot of coaches that studied with me when I was 19 years old, they were like, Matt, out of anyone in this course, you're going to fail. Now, fast forward 20 years, they come up to me and go, "How have you become so successful? How have you done this?" And I just respond, 90% of success is just showing up, and you show up when you don't want to. That's the key. It's easy to show up when you're safe, but you show up when you don't want to. And so fast forward, I got into coaching, and I then started to train coaches, because that's kind of what happens. When you become really good at something, there's a natural desire to contribute. And so early on in 2000, like 2004, 2005, I started to train coaches. And then I helped build one of the biggest coaching companies in Australia. We hit BRW, and then I jumped out of that business and, as I said, launched Your Future Now in a global financial crisis. But my friends couldn't believe it. They were like, "Matt, you weren't the brightest spark at school, and how are you so successful? How is it possible that you have built this incredible business, that you make such an impact, and you live this unbelievable lifestyle?" Like, I just went on a 2-month honeymoon, married to, my dream girl, and my life is amazing. I get to choose when I work, when I don't work. And I'm so fulfilled because we make such a significant difference. At the moment, there is a bit of a challenge in the world. There's this coronavirus. People are indoors. They're locked away, and people are not buying. There is a lot of uncertainty out there. Now, when there's times of uncertainty, what's required is leaders that have certainty. See, when you've got uncertainty, you gravitate to certainty. So what you'll see at the moment is people shining a light. And I think coaching is a wonderful, wonderful way to shine a light, because we're able to help people. We're able to support people emotionally. We're able to give people certainty in times of uncertainty. We're able to help people use the time to be able to get on a true target, to ask the big questions, to get honest. And I find that when you get honest, that's when things change. When you get honest about your relationships, your finances, your business, your career, that's when things change. The thing I love about coaching is to help people get on a true target. So many people are on what I call false targets. They're living other people's goal plans. That's the reason I call my company Your Future Now. Like, it's time for your future. Or they're making decisions from wounds. Now, if you make decisions from, like, life decisions from wounds, then you will be trapped. You'll be trapped in that fear or that anger or that sadness or that guilt. You won't be fulfilled. And so this is why I love coaching, because we create a safe environment and we ask the right questions for people to dig deep, to find out what that true target is. And the wonderful thing is that when you find a true target, what flows is simplicity. We start to drop things, not adding complexity, we drop things. And things start to become easier, less stress. We start to be able to achieve more with less. And I think that is so exciting. And so I've had a lot of people come to me saying, Matt, well, I'm locked away at the moment. How can I study this? How can I get into this industry? And I really think that is such a way to take a proactive approach with these challenges. What if this is a time to use the opportunity to study, to learn, to become the best version of you, to refine your skills, to ask the hard questions? Well, what do I love? What is my life about? And what if I did lose everything? Am I actually safe right now? And this is the opportunity to upskill, to build a side business that will give you a cash flow, a residual cash flow, even if you lose your job, or you may really want to immerse yourself into it and get into it full time. This industry is exploding. Forbes has wrote an article about it being the second fastest growing industry on the planet. And the reason for this is that traditional education is no longer working. People are after results, and people are wanting to be able to get more fulfillment, to be able to discover more of a drive. And that's the thing. When you do the things that you love, you'll notice that you're naturally disciplined. And so if you've been into personal development, or if you're interested in becoming the best version of you, or if you're interested in discovering like a mission, and typically the mission is to serve others and play a bigger game, coaching is the fastest way to do that. Coaching is the fastest way to learn stuff. If you want to learn about health, you coach on health, or relationships, or business, or career. You get kind of learnings in your face every day, so it inspires you. You got to outpace your clients. And it's such a wonderful first business, because you can use technology to do it anywhere in the world. You can, as I said, learn things in such a wonderful way, but you can use coaching as a first step on your business journey to evolve it into a consulting business, or virtual workshops, or running retreats. For me, I love coaching because it's a wonderful way to find out what people want, and then I build businesses around that. For instance, my Ultimate Life Recharge Detox program is like booked out 12 months in advance. My course is a standing room only, because I find out what people want, and then I help them get it as fast as possible. And that's what coaching is. So if you'd like to be able to run a business anywhere in the world, if you'd like to be able to run your business right now from your home, if you'd like to be able to build certainty around your income right now, and to be able to increase your hourly rate and do it in a way where you're learning, you're growing, you're making a difference, and you're helping people, and most importantly, it's leverage for you to become the best version. If you'd like to use this business to help you get clarity, to uncover what you're meant to be doing, now is the time to do it. We have launched like scholarship programs. We've redone our online Coach Accelerator program. And so if you wanted to get into this, we have made it so easy with really cheap payment plans, really flexible terms, to be able to give you access to this information. And this is like 20 years of information jam-packed into a training to give you the tools to actually make it successful in this marketplace. As I said to you, I've built businesses in global financial crises. I've built businesses without technology. I've built businesses obviously with technology, and I want to share all of it. And I think if you invest in yourself during this time, we can turn this crisis into an opportunity. But don't take my word for it. What I'd love you to do is click on the link, book a coaching session, experience it, experience the power of it. experience the excitement of getting on a true target, and make your decision from there. So make sure you click on that link, book in. I'm going to give you this for free. I want you to have the experience. If anything, I want you to be able to set some goals to make the most of what is happening at the moment. Leaders, what they do in times of crisis, they invest in themselves, they learn, they grow so that they can shine a light in the darkness for other people. So please take advantage of this opportunity. I'd love to meet you personally, maybe in one of my events when we're allowed outside. My Live It Now training, I run it free. We've raised thousands of dollars for our charity Bear Cottage, and we've transformed so many lives. So I hope to see you in person, but if not, I'll see you online in our accelerated online coach program. You will love it. So just click the link below, and I'll see you soon.